these are frozen eggshells. And yes, I think this is weird too. Let's get started. Hey guys, and welcome back to my kitchen, my channel, my life, me. Today we're doing something that I've never done before, and I don't know if it will actually work, but I guess this just shows you the power of social media, because I saw this on a YouTube channel that I give a lot of credit to, that I watch to get more information for myself. And when I saw this video pop up, the title of it made me think that it was going to be discouraged. And it wasn't. It was encouraged. And I'm sure you've already seen the title of my video and know what's going to happen, but we are cooking eggshells today. Why? Because we're gonna eat them. What? So I like watching I'm pretty sure this was on Dr. Barry's YouTube channel. He's got a lot of good information. I believe him to be a credible source. And I don't exactly remember when this video was published, but I saw it a couple weeks ago, and how it was worded in the title, it was something like, are people really eating eggshells? And I'm like, of course they're not. And most weird things like this, I feel like in the past, Dr. Barry has been like, you don't need to do that. That's not actually something that's necessary. So I was expecting him to be like, you don't need to eat eggshells. It's not necessary. That's a weird thing. But he was like, no. Yes, people are eating eggshells, and so should you, because it has a lot of calcium in there, a lot of great nutrients. It's just like a powerhouse of great nutrition, and here's how to do it, which I was not expecting. So here we are. For the past couple weeks, I have been saving my eggshells. I eat a lot of eggs, so it doesn't take me a long time to collect a ton of them. So prior to freezing them, they have all been washed off. They will also be cooked at 250 for 1 hour. That was his recommendation. So anything that's left remaining that could be like bacterial or bad for you will be cooked away. Yeah. So here's my plan. I have my frozen washed eggshells. I will be putting them on a cookie sheet, turning my oven on to 250 and letting them cook for an hour. At that point, they should become a little bit more malleable, a little softer. Then I will put them into my coffee grinder, grind them up to a fine powder. And then I will put them in some sort of like container that I have. And I will sprinkle that on my food and eat them. I've never done this before. It does seem very weird to me, but it also makes a lot of sense. In the animal world, they never waste an eggshell that I know of. You know, they're going to eat the eggshells because eggshells have a lot of nutrition in them. And as someone who eats a lot of meat and tries to be primarily carnivore, I do think I have the responsibility, and as all meat eaters do, to eat not just, the breast of an animal or whatever select parts of an animal that you find in your grocery store. I think we have a responsibility to eat nose to tail, or as close to it as possible. I have no intention really of eating like eyeballs or anything crazy like that, but I think if you can eat more of the entire animal that you're killing so that you can be alive and healthy, then you should. And this is one way that I can make sure that the animals that are dying so that I can consume them are put more to use than not. So, with that said, I'm going to go preheat my oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Stick these on a cookie sheet. So, let's go. Okay, so while it was said to, oh, I got eggshells on my fingers. Nice. It was said to cook them on a cookie sheet. I think instead I'm going to cook on my skillet just because. Did you find an eggshell? Yeah? There's just eggshells everywhere now. That was yummy. That's good. Anyways, I'm going to bake these in my skillet because I just like using this as much as I can. So not using a cookie sheet, just using a skillet. I will break these up a little bit. I think that will help them cook better. So let's see how it goes. Well, they're done. I don't actually know what that means. They're making a lovely crackling noise. Okay. So, right now I am putting the eggshells into my coffee grinder, which I'm not gonna lie, feels kind of wrong. Let's see. I'm nervous about this. You know what's really weird? This kind of smells like popcorn. I don't know why. I thought it would actually kind of smell like rotten eggs. Popcorn doesn't make sense at all. I was going to put it in a glass jar, but now that I'm seeing it, like, I don't know how I'm going to get it in there. Because it's actually pretty fine. It's not super fine, though. Like, there's still little, kind of bigger chunks. How in the world I've gone this long without a funnel, I don't know. I just don't have one. I mean, you can see how fine that is. Maybe it works. My coffee grinder is never going to forgive me. It's like, this is never what I was meant for. Here's the real test. The real test. A taste test. I've never eaten eggshells before. So, there's a little bit of a crunch, but not bad. There's no taste whatsoever. It doesn't taste at all. So I think what I will do, I don't think I'm gonna sprinkle that on food because it's gonna make everything just a little bit crunchy. Which maybe for some things that won't be bad, but I think for most things that's not really like what I want. So I think I might just occasionally eat this by the tablespoon or mix it in some water and just drink it. I can't remember if the recommendation was to put it in the fridge or it can stay out. It could probably stay out, but I'm gonna put it in the fridge just in case. Yeah. Okay. We now have a homemade calcium supplement with, added vitamins and minerals to boot. If you can get a little bit of extra natural calcium in your diet for free, why not? In general, this idea is a win, which you don't typically get a lot of winning ideas when you find them on the internet. This one worked. It worked. It's a good idea. So I'm going to keep doing it. I will update you if anything changes, if I find that it turns out to be like horribly disgusting and I can't do it. I don't think that will happen, but just in case, I will update you if I decide that this isn't something I'm going to do. Yeah, other than that, I'd say this was a success. Free calcium supplement. I will see you guys next time. I hope you'll have had a wonderful, wonderful day. If you're having eggs, save those shells, stick them in the freezer, and bake them 250 for 1 hour. Grind them up and get your calcium supplement in. You'll have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.